Hi, I'm Pastor Goodman. We are interpreting tongues. It's Wednesday night. We're about to have our first Advent midweek service. And so the word of the day is Advent. It's really just means to come, to show up. The whole season of Advent is about Jesus showing up. It's one that the world that we live in doesn't really recognize because right now we're just sort of pre-Christmas. And I guess that could be part of it because like Jesus shows up born of the Virgin Mary, but at the same time, if that's all that there is, you're late. If all that there is sort of 2,000 years ago, God came to earth. He left. Not here now. The season of Advent, though, is wonderful because not only does it point us back to where God showed up to be born in the manger, but it promises that he will show up again on the last day, and even now that he shows up in word and in sacrament. See, a Christianity that is only rooted in one day you'll go to heaven to be with God, and thousands of years ago God came to be with people that weren't you, is not a religion worth having. But God advents. He shows up. The whole season, this December, is dedicated simply to this profound truth that the God who loves you cannot stand to be apart from you. And so he makes himself present with you and for you. Yes, on Christmas, God was born of a virgin to come to earth. But more, he has not abandoned us and said, I'll see you after you die when you get to heaven, if you're good. Rather, he who came into this world to redeem sinners who were not good has promised to come back on that last great day and raise us up in the flesh, in our bodies that will be perfect and without sin. But even now, when we get to these darker nights, we can recognize that we are not alone because God still advents. He advents through the person of his Holy Spirit wherever his word is preached and his sacraments are administered. This is why there are churches today. It's not just so that we can get together and say, boy, it was great 2,000 years ago and one day it'll be great again, but right now let's just sort of have a pep talk. Rather, God shows up where his sacraments are administered, where his word is preached. God is not far away. God has not abandoned you and waiting in heaven for you. God advents. He makes himself present with you and for you. The great hope of the church is a present God, a God who advents, who shows up. And so this is a wonderful season of the church year, and I would commend you to, well, receive it in joy.